everybody! Welcome to DiscoDoesDnD. How is it going? How's this looking? I've got a new I was so angry at my camera last time I bought a new one. Anyway, before we get started, I wanted to one last time thank First Fantasy Books for sponsoring this episode. First Fantasy Books is a startup created to bring engaging and inclusive fantasy books and stories to readers through appropriately leveled books. Learning to read for the first time or for English as a second language readers can be frustrating, scary, and sometimes even embarrassing due to the text available at lower English proficiency levels. At First Fantasy Books, they're all about opening doors and including everyone in the magical world of fantasy. Made for ages 4 to 14, these repeated sentence books are designed to develop core vocabulary and a solid understanding of sentence structures and learning firsthand that reading can be fun and imaginative. So this summer, they are going to be releasing the Explorer's Guide to Swords with their very first character, a character named Tish, who uses they, them pronouns. And it will be teaching descriptive vocabulary using their sword collection. So follow First Fantasy Books on social media for updates and for the exact launch date as they get closer. So make sure to follow them, give them a shout out. We really, really adore them. And thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. A huge shout out to our subscribers and everyone on our Discord channel. As always, we have so much fun there. You all are the best. We're so excited to see everybody in Chicago next freaking weekend, which is wild. So we'll see you there. So we'll be dark next week because we'll be in Chicago, but we're very excited. And lastly, we have merch. I love seeing the merch on the Discord. It's so cool. We love it. I love to see y'all in merch. Let's get these players in here. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
I know.
Hi.
I know. How is it going? We have our darling Blue back. So excited to see them.
Thanks for doing without me and being patient. I am sick.
We love you, Blue.
Well,
we love you.
In terms of that, I think the last episode finished up as you were all making your way. You'd said goodbye to Grogalog, waved goodbye, and maybe headed back to the dorms. And with such a full and exciting day under your belt, I think it's like you're sort of bubbling with this energy where you just have to tell Rufus, even if he was sick, what happened over this past, 12 hours or so as you make your way back to the dorms.
Knock on Rufus's door.
What?
Rufus, are you feeling better?
Yes, just give me a moment. Sorry. And I'm just coming to open the door. In like silk 2-piece pajama. like
Singular pajama?
Yeah, it wasn't, but now I want it to be.
Interesting. I look a little roughed up too. We just had adventure without you. We needed your help, but we did it anyway, didn't we, Tuyen?
Tuyen is like very much has gotten the shit beat out of him. He's like got like a black eye and he's like bleeding a little, like there's blood dripping onto the floor. Yeah, it was really fun, but I should probably rest soon.
But we got revenge.
What the fuck happened?
So, you remember Millie, right? The mean administrator that gave Tisryn a hard time, and did you talk to her?
Just for a brief moment, yes, she was very rude to me as well.
So we did a cute little breaking and entering moment. We broke into her office to try and destroy our new friend Grogalog, his transcript that had his expulsion record on it. And Tisryn, do you want to give any more of the details about her office and how it felt?
We broke her potted plants.
You say we, but that was all you.
I broke her potted plants, both of them. Smashed them to smithereens.
We were trying to be stealthy, but then Tisryn had a lot of unresolved anger that he needed to work through, and I think this was cathartic for him. I think it was a good thing. But she had this weird, secret entrance in a cabinet, in a filing cabinet inside her office that led to another was it a cavern? It was a cavern with a bunch of other filing cabinets, and we fought these 3 demons that were there.
They were terrible. I told one to do his worst, and then he did his worst, and I was very badly hurt.
Well, so what I'm getting so far is that you met someone, and in the same day that you met them, decided that they were your friend, and that breaking and entering was a worthy thing to do for them.
Yes, because it was Millie.
They
Right.
had a common enemy, so I guess that struck a nerve with his.
And what was their name? Your
Goggle.
friend?
Grogalog?
Grogalog?
Yes, it's a great
Grogalog.
name.
That's awful to say in this accent.
Also,
Right.
I think it's important to note that right before we agreed to help Grogalog, he had just tried to kill us. So it was a great and super responsible decision to help him. And Tuyen's completely straight faced. You can't tell if he's being sarcastic or sincere. He delivered that very deadpan.
I won't even bother to do an insight check because I believe you. Rufus. But Grogalog also has many magical skills. He creates constructs, he creates robots and what did they call them? Smamalamamas. What are they?
I'm going to need to go back on both of those things that you just said, because I don't think that I caught either of them.
What is it called again?
It was a mechanic. I don't
Robot.
actually remember what it was called.
What was the first one? Ribbit?
Robot.
I think I know what you're trying to say. I feel like we can get closer. Are you saying a robot?
Robot.
A robot.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So, yes, but what I'm getting is that he tried to kill you.
No, but not really. Only because we broke into the barn where he was. So he was
We did-
defending himself.
We
How
did
many
kind of break
places
and
did you
enter.
break into?
His barn and Millie's filing cabinet portal thing.
The 2 places, yes, that's correct.
Well, also the building and her office. So
Building, we broke into the building first to get into her office, and then we broke into her office.
So technically 3 places.
And you're not worried about you two getting expelled.
No, because there's no trace. No trace.
No one caught us.
No
so
trace.
we did it in the middle of the night. But I mean, she will know that someone broke into her office. We didn't try to hide that at all.
to her to find out who it was.
Oh my god.
If she has any security cameras, though, we're screwed.
What is a camera?
Really screwed.
Oh.
Do cameras exist in this world, Noah?
roll a d20.
Okay.
Oh no.
If the Spanish
boy.
exist, I'm hoping the cameras exist.
Oh boy. All right. It's being rolled, and that is a 9.
There are no cameras in this world. You just said a word, and it's like, what? That's nothing. Never mind.
That's not a
I
thing.
think my head got hit really hard, and I just need to rest.
Okay, yes, you two look terrible. Let's at least just have a full night's rest. Come in.
Sorry for bleeding in your dorm. Tuyens bleeding everywhere.
Tisryn, will you roll an intelligence check for me?
15.
Yeah, I think it just pops in your head that you also found a letter on Tilly's
yes.
desk as well.
Found this letter. It was addressed to you.
On whose desk? Sorry.
Millie.
Oh, Millie. Millie.
Yeah.
Right.
We did not read it.
I can't read it.
No, we did not read it.
Oh, right.
But
Okay.
it was also addressed by way of what is the name? The other people.
Roll a intelligence check to see if you remember.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
For the Malalala? The people? Shadibubu?
I'd rather you tell me if you don't remember the word you're trying to say, rather than make a new word.
Okay.
Okay. Can I open the letter?
Yeah, you open the letter, and it says, "Dear," I deleted it for some reason, but it says, "Dear Mr. Jones, there's been a clerical error, and your grade in telescopic lenses 1 has been changed from that of a fail to a pass. This will be rectified immediately with the teacher and in our records. Signed, the Con Academic Student Center."
The center signed it, not Millie?
Not Millie. It doesn't have Millie's personal signature. It's just like it regards the center, not Millie personally.
Sorry, a me question. So
Yeah.
it was changed with a problem from a fail to a pass.
Yeah, if you remember the last time you were here about a year and a half ago when we played, when we all played together, you failed telescopic lenses 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this letter is telling you that grade has been changed from a fail to a pass.
And then but it said there's going to be like rectified. Does that mean it's going to go back to a fail, or it's going to
No,
stay?
that it's going to stay as a pass.
Oh.
You must have had someone.
Who's the council? Who signed?
It's just like regards the Con Academic Student Center, just like the academic governing body has sent you this letter.
Oh,
You
okay,
must have
okay.
had someone important pull some strings for you, Rufus.
Pull some strings.
Oh, sort of. It helped you behind the scenes, not behind the scenes. Helped you. If I said helped you behind the scenes, would that work?
What is this?
Okay, no. It just helped you. Sort of assisted you quietly, maybe.
Like when we're in the library and we're being quiet, we help each other find a book.
That doesn't help. Just, I guess, someone has. I think my family maybe have done this. Possibly, they've had connections with the school for a very long time. But I did not. I was not anticipating they would have access to my records.
Would they help me if I fail again?
Tisryn, I would say you would know that the note that was on top of this letter did not have Rufus's name on it. That you would remember.
Yes. There was a note on... Yes, that's what I was trying to tell you. That there was a note saying that this was supposed to be delivered through somebody else, but I do not remember the name.
Was it Bartholomew?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
I think
No.
I remember it being Bartholomew, but I could be wrong.
What is Bartholomew's last name?
Dare say.
Was that right? I do not know.
It would
I
be
have
very
no idea.
strange.
To check
for
it out on
another
YouTube.
Watch
Very
the VOD.
strange for another student to be able to change my record. I don't think that's something he would. And you don't remember for sure?
I really don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I'll figure it out. Let's get you
What's
to
happening? I had to ruin some potted plants. I had to take revenge.
that bit. I do have some issue with because you did leave a trail,
No!
but I understand.
There's no... They don't know it was me.
You do know that you lose about, I don't know, 14 feathers of yours a day.
Oh, no.
They just sort of fall and then they trail. It's normal. It's a normal thing, I think, to lose feathers, casually, like you lose hairs. But yes,
I ruffle my wings and I see them.
Just
Oh, buddy.
50 feathers.
There might be some strands of blue hair in her office too, which
What if they find my feathers?
we will figure out a way around this. Let's just try to be more careful the next time, or I just won't get sick ever.
What happened to you?
I had a very small, like a mini, sort of big fever, and was having sort of
A very
fever
small,
dreams.
big mini fever?
Yes, no, I'm fine. I don't get sick very often. It's just when I do, it just takes me out
Would you like
entirely. But
to-
I'm very, very good. I throw up.
Yeah.
Oh, Rufus.
You can see the sun is setting and that it might be time for everybody to recuperate. You can all take a long rest if you'd like, including you, Rufus, and
please.
remove the poison condition.
Oh.
Is there
Are
any?
we-
Yeah, go
Are
ahead.
we in like the dorm that like has all of our beds, or is this Rufus's dorm?
Well, Rufus, that's a good question. I think you would actually be in your room since you were not present at all in the last session. So this is just Rufus's in his little room. He wouldn't.
We moved out.
Well,
Since you're not feeling well, would you like to come back to our dorm so we can look after you in case you need anything in the middle of the night, or do you want to stay alone here? It's up to you.
That's probably a good idea.
There is
I like that face that you just made. That was adorable.
Just so I don't want to be sick by myself, because then what if I have a problem and then nobody can help me, and I feel like it's just silly. It's silly to be ill that way. So I'm going to follow you. Follow me, and I go in front of them. Back to the room.
You just want us to have you back in our room.
Yes, sorry if I'm sneezing and coughing and whatnot. It's been a day and a night.
Okay.
But
That's
that's
okay,
all.
buddy.
You all are covered in blood and dirt, so let's get you clean and rested.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the showers and then head to bed.
We don't have to narrate that.
Well,
You all head to bed. Everybody gets their long rest. It is the next morning. It's early, and
I do my calisthenics.
yes, and in fact, Tisryn, you are out doing your daily calisthenics. The sun is just starting to rise. Morning light sort of starting to creep in. The sky is totally overcast, and there's this very, very heavy morning mist or fog that's sort of floating in between the two tall dorm buildings in the sort of courtyard in between. That's sort of obscuring a lot of your vision, sort of outside of just seeing the beginnings of these two buildings. It's super cold and crisp, but it kind of feels good. Occasionally, all you hear is the sound of like your own feet crackling on the cobblestones as you do your calisthenics. Will you roll a perception check?
18.
18, yeah. You actually hear another set of footsteps, and appearing through the mist, you see Zachary Green, a fire genasi with black braided hair, just incredibly white teeth, piercing red eyes, extremely muscular and thick neck. And he sort of strides up into you and says, "So I got notice that you passed your class and you're back on the Flail Snail Cheer Squad."
I do a backflip.
roll an acrobatics check.
14.
You absolutely nail the
neck?
backflip. What'd you say, Blue?
Did you say thick neck?
Yes, he has a very thick neck. He also does a backflip as well. He says he comes up to you and gives you a big hug, a big strong hug. You feel he's a very strong guy, and he kind of pulls you away and looks at you and says, "Listen, we have a huge meet coming up, and we need you. You know, I hate to say this, but I think you have the potential to be one of the great members of the Flail Snail Cheer Squad.
Why do you hate to say that?
I don't like giving compliments, okay? I don't like giving it, but I think you have the potential to do it, and I'm saying it nonetheless. Your tricking potential is off the chart. And if we can get your dancing and your cheering up, I mean, you're going to be unstoppable. And
Do I need to take more dance class?
yeah, well, you need to just practice. I don't know if a dance class will help. I don't know. I think you just need more practice. A dance class might help, but it also might not, because the dancing that they offer at this school, it's about like moving and feeling and being, and ours is about precision and power. You're getting me worked up, okay? I'm gonna help you study, but you just have to promise not to tell anybody because we need you on this team. Okay? We
Why
need
can't
you
I tell anybody?
because well, you can tell people that you're studying, but I don't want people to know that I'm helping you study because I don't care what anybody thinks. Learning is not cool. Okay?
Is that true?
It's true to me, and I have to be true to myself. All right? There's
Okay.
one thing that is
Can I
cool.
tell my friends though who are not on the cheer squad? Can I tell them that you're helping me? They're my friends.
Just don't do it in front of me. How about that?
Okay. I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, what? No, what were you going to say? I was going to say something, but you
I
go
want to
ahead.
be great. I want to be great at this. I want to be the best.
And I think you
We
can.
work very hard.
I think you can.
Thank you.
I think you can. Look, now that you are really a part of this cheer squad, you need to know that means you're a part of the family. And the cheer squad family is crazy. It's very intense, but we look after each other, okay? So it means I have your back, all right?
I have my. How can you have my back? My back is right here.
I have it. He just looks at you.
I have it.
Will you roll a perception check, Tisryn?
19.
Yeah, as you kind of are having this moment, you can see that Zachary is kind of teasing you in this very aggressive way, but he sort of cracks a smile. And you hear another set of footprints, a couple sounds of footsteps coming, echoing sort of in, and they sound kind of almost like this metallic clacking. And you're sort of looking around for where it's coming through. And it's very like slow and methodical. This just like crack, crack coming on the cobblestones directly towards you. And you sort of turn around and out of the mist sort of swirling is this really strange sight. You see these two humanoids. They're both roughly about 6 feet tall. Their bodies are plated in this kind of gleaming chitinous armor, like an exoskeleton almost, that sort of shimmers like the natural armor of a beetle. They have these large dinosaur-like feet with these big sharp claws. They look extremely muscular and strong. And you can see there's two, there's one that's sort of standing in front, is a little bit taller, a little bit more muscular and larger. It has these large blades on its forearms that sort of gleam. And the one behind it has these almost raised protrusions in their arms. The one in front is completely focused on you, Tisryn. Its face looks like almost like a strange insect. It has 4 eyes on its almost like its forehead that blink in unison. And in the middle of both of their heads are this like large red, it looks like maybe a gem or something. And its mouth is like a series of like a cross hat slit that seems to open as it begins to speak to you, the one in front. The one behind seems to be observing the area around you, and it starts to talk, and it says, "You are the Aarakocra. Yes."
I am an Aarakocra. Does that make me D? I do not know.
"We have been sent to destroy you."
What? I was about to ask if you're a friend or foe, but you have just answered it. How about you?
All right,
Will
yeah.
you help me, Zachary?
Roll initiative.
Just him?
At the moment, yeah, he just went right for it. He pulled out.
He said he was sent to destroy me.
Do we overhear this commotion happening outside?
We will find out. We will find out. All right, so
23.
Oh boy.
23. 23.
God, Zachary's like the worst person to be with right now.
So Zachary is here. The larger one is in front. This smaller one is back here. And you are right here. Will you two roll initiative as well?
Mm-hmm.
Just to see what happens.
Which I have advantage on.
He said he was here to destroy me.
15.
15. And 10 for you?
Actually, because I have advantage.
21. All right. First up is you, Tisryn. So you see these two creatures, immediately when you pull your why am I calling it? What is it? Quarterstaff. You pull your quarterstaff off. They immediately seem to go into an aggressive and defensive stance, like they are absolutely ready to do battle. And you know, you've seen people pass through your monastery who sometimes come looking for a fight, and you sort of have this sense about when to take somebody seriously or when somebody is going to get their ass kicked, and you immediately sort of feel like these are two beings to take extremely seriously. You are up first.
I don't know what to make of that.
I'm just trying to set the scene that they are, they have a physical presence. They seem unshaken by your stance, and they seem dangerous.
I want to call out, help me, come to my aid, my friends. And then I want to run up and bash the first one on the head with my quarterstaff.
You charge forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. You charge forward to this creature. Go ahead and make an attack.
25.
25 hits. Roll damage.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8. Okay.
And then I want to, spend a key point and do flurry of blows.
Go for it.
26.
That also hits.
And whoops. Yes. The first one does 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I want him to do a dex saving throw to knock him prone.
He fails and goes prone. As you first hit him with your quarterstaff, you sort of spin it around on one hand, up slash with your claws, and then with your left foot sort of kick his feet out from under him. Sort of wasn't preparing for such an immediate charge, and he sort of falls on his side, or its side.
And then I want to curb stomp his face.
All right, yeah, roll with advantage.
15.
15 misses. Did you roll with advantage?
Yes, I rolled a 4 and an 8.
As you bring your foot down, he deftly swings his face out of the way of this attack. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's all I can do.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all.
Tuyen, will you roll me a perception check?
Mm-hmm. Perception. There it is. That will be a 12.
A 12. You hear this cry for help. You can either jump out of the window of your dorm and make a dex saving throw, but possibly take some significant damage if you don't make it, or spend your full movement and your action to get onto the battlefield.
Fuck it, I'll jump out the window.
All right, give me a dexterity saving throw.
15.
15. Yeah, that will save actually. You hear this screaming, you flip up the window and you jump out, you tumble down and you land in the back corner. Let me just fix this map to bring you into this.
I'm here, Tisryn.
You land in this back corner over here, and immediately these two other creatures sort of pick you up and take you in immediately. But you have your bonus action and your action. You've used your movement to jump out of the window.
Tuyen, they said that they were going to destroy me.
Oh God. Okay, let's kick their asses. Let's see. Range on that is. What does it mean when the range of something says self? Does that mean like it just? Like
that just targets yourself.
Oh.
So like for
the. Oh, okay, I got.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I was looking at. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I've already used my bonus action, or
You have not used your bonus action, just your
Okay.
movement.
and they're kind of far though.
You could dash as your bonus action.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30
Okay.
would get you, 30 feet of movement would get you here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to dash.
Okay?
Using my cutting action as a rogue, and then I will. Yeah, my short sword has a range of or reach of 5 feet. So would I be able to reach them, or
You would not.
no?
You are too far
Okay.
away. If you have a ranged weapon, you could attempt to hit them with a ranged weapon.
Can I attempt to throw my dagger at them?
Definitely. If you go for this
Disadvantage
one,
because
it will be
prone.
disadvantage, but if this one will be just regular.
Okay, yeah, I'll go for that one that you were.
All
just
right,
pointing
you reach into your belt, flip out a dagger, and fling it at this other being. It's a little bit smaller and lither. A 9 to hit. Yeah, and you can see that this one just quickly moves out of the way as the dagger just flies past him, and it looks unfazed. Up next, that will be the end of your turn. I'm going to roll something. Wow. Okay. Rufus, you hear banging on your door, and you hear a voice say, "Sir, I believe your friends need help down below." As Jeeps hears the call with a 19 perception check. So you will be able to act on your turn, knowing that they need help down below. And he's going to basically hold his action, so he'll run down with you, or maybe jump out the window. I don't know. But up next is this being in front of you. It is going to spend half of its movement to stand up and turn to face you, Anthony. It is first, Anthony Tisryn. It is first going to use this sort of blade and uppercut and try and slice you with this blade. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
That is going to be 6 points of damage. And then you can see in its other hand, it sort of pulls this ball of lightning, or just like controlled energy, and puts it up to your stomach and tries to fire it into your stomach. Does a natural 1. You jump up out of the way with one push of your wings, and it just goes right through your legs. That is that creature's turn. Up next is Rufus. So Rufus, you can attempt to jump out of the window. You'll have to make a DC 15 dex save, or take 3d6 damage, or you can spend your full turn running down the stairs, getting onto the battlefield.
Is Jeeps with me?
Jeeps is at the door. Yeah.
Can I roll with advantage if we both jump out the window, but he's holding me?
Boy, all right. Here's what I'll say. You can, but Jeeps will auto fail the dex save.
Oh no.
Like, you will literally use him as your
No.
as your landing pad.
Oh no. Oh god.
Can I? Well, I still wouldn't be able to act on anything. So going down the stairs would just take a full turn.
It would basically be your movement and your action to get onto the battlefield. I would let you use a bonus action if you had something, but you'd be pretty far back onto the battlefield, so you wouldn't be right up into it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll jump out the window.
All right, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no.
I wasn't rolling well this morning. Dexterity saving throw. 17.
Wow, you land. How does Rufus land as he jumps out of the window?
It's like not pretty at all. I'm like begrudgingly jumping out the window because it's been less than a few hours since I saw them, and it's alright. This is happening again. I have like part of my like bed sheet stuck to me, still in like silky. I'm gonna say it's long silky nightgown. That's
Sure.
like, and fall, but like feet first and then land on my hands. And there's
Your
like
nightgown
tissues.
flips up over your face for a second.
Shit! And yeah, also still like half sick.
Yeah.
So just like pale, like sticky looking.
Incredible.
Bad.
Jeeps also will run out after you. He does not succeed. And he
no.
actually takes 6, 9, 11 points of damage as he crashes down. You can hear his knee just slam into the brick, the cobblestone below. I'm all right. You have your bonus action and your action.
Okay. Does he look okay?
It hurt. It hurt. It hurt him. Yeah, it hurt him.
And I see these two other are they humanoids?
They are humanoids, but they
Okay.
don't look like any sort of race that you are familiar with.
Okay. Are they within 60 feet of me? Yes.
I think so. 5, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50. Yeah, they're both within 60 feet of you.
Okay, and is one of them still prone?
No, they are both unproned.
Okay. Can I cast hold person on one of the one that is closest to me?
You certainly can. What is the save on hold person?
It's a wisdom saving throw. It's a 14.
All right, they are going to roll. They roll a 18, unfortunately. So you try to put off the spell. They don't have great wisdom, but they rolled an 18 on the dice. And unfortunately, as you try to cast this spell, it's early, you're confused, and your concentration is just a little bit off, and you're unable to take hold of that hold person.
Okay. I don't think that I can do... Yeah, I don't want to... Okay, yeah. That's it.
Up next is this other creature. What are they going to do? They are going to... They are going to see you, Rufus, and they're going to try and cast a spell on you. Will you give me a what is it? A Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
Wow. You feel a spell as your vision starts to go dark for a second, but you're able to break it off and push it out of your mind as you can feel somebody trying to do a spell on you. And then they're going to use their movement to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as they sort of actually I'll come down here just for sake of ease and just so they can kind of survey this battle scene.
Did Jeeps get a turn?
Jeeps' turn was spent jumping out of the window and waking up Rufus.
Okay.
So up next is Zachary Green. Zachary Green is going to use his cheer ability. He has to make a performance check, which he succeeds on. He goes, go Tisryn. You're a man. If you can't do it, no one can. So you have advantage on your next roll of choice, which can be anything you'd like it to be. And that will be his turn. And then he's actually going to maybe move back a couple of feet as he is cheering you and helping you, but is also a little bit concerned and was not expecting this. And up next is you, Tisryn.
I'm a man.
Sorry. It's just cheer lingo. It's cheer lingo.
No, I am a man.
I'm a man.
21 to hit.
21
with
hits.
my quarterstaff. Bash him on the head.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
For 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then another key point to flurry blows.
Okay, go ahead.
15.
15 misses. You bring your quarterstaff down. You can feel this armor. This. It feels like as you hit it, it feels like it's not like an exterior armor. It's almost like an exoskeleton. You can feel it crack. You then go for a punch, but this thing is ready and moves to the left out of the way. Go ahead and make your last attack.
I want to do roundhouse kick.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no, 10.
10, you do another roundhouse kick, and this thing just grabs your foot in the air and spins you back around, and is just completely focused on attacking. Up next is Tuyen.
Okay. I would like to flank the one that Tisryn is standing in front of.
Yeah, okay.
And that'll give me advantage on attacks, right?
Certainly.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to pull out my short sword and try to slice this thing.
Go ahead and roll it.
Does 18?
It does.
Okay. And I'm also going to use my... Can I use my sneak attack as a bonus action for this one?
Definitely. You would just get sneak attack because you have advantage.
Okay.
And
Cool.
and the enemy is engaged with one of your allies.
Awesome. Okay. 9 plus 8, so 17.
Yeah,
points of
17
piercing
points
damage.
of damage. You just sort of jam your sword in between this part of the plating. You can see this sort of green-black blood sort of just splash out onto the cobblestone. You like really seem to catch this creature, and it sort of winces in pain. It doesn't seem angry or anything. It just sort of takes the hit, and you can just hear it sort of growl and watch its fists clench. Up next is Jeeps. Jeeps is going to continue forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to try and throw one of his little bladed circlets at this creature.
Go
Try
Jeep.
and help
Go
you
Jeep.
guys. But he will unfortunately miss as it's the creature moves out of the way, and this thing just like you can see it sparks as it hits across the cobblestones. I actually got something in the order wrong. So actually it's this creature's turn, not this creature's turn next. I mixed those two up. So this one's going to go now. Let's see. What do they want to do? What's the range on this? 90 feet? They are going... Tuyen, will you give me an intelligence saving throw?
Oh boy.
Mm.
I'm not the sharpest tool in the drawer.
Where am
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay. 15?
Wow, 15. Yeah, you see this creature you just saved. You see this creature pull out this purple string of energy and like a whip crack it at you from far away. You can see it sort of warbles as it goes toward you. You lean back and some of the energy sort of like splashes into you and sort of hurts your brain, but you're able to sort of fend off any of the other effects that you might have. But you do take 3, 7, 8, 4 points of psychic damage as this thing cracks by you. And that is going to be its turn. Rufus, it is now your turn.
But can I?
Oh wait,
Go ahead, Anthony. What happened?
No, never mind. Nope. So, nope, nothing.
So, can I yell? What do you want from us? Why are we doing this?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Where are you? Okay, 14.
14. Yeah, you can see this one sort of far away looks at you, and you know you're sort of in between these buildings, so there's like this lot of like echoing. You can hear like this like the cracking of this whip, this like psychic whip crack in between these two things, and you can hear him from pretty far away say, "We have been sent by the arcane to destroy you," and that's all. But that's not your turn. That's just simply what he responded with.
What is the arcane?
Okay. I'm gonna try and use Yeah, I'll try and cast an orb
Okay.
of fire.
Which one?
Fire.
No, which creature?
Fire. No, I'm
Fire
kidding.
creature.
The one furthest away from me.
Gotcha.
The one all the way in the corner.
All right. What's the range on that?
90 feet.
Yeah, that'll definitely be in range. All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. That is a nat 1.
Yeah, you pull this bead of fire. You think it's like going pretty well, and you sort of shoot it out at this creature. And as it's spinning towards this creature, you can see that the other creature just sort of puts its hand out and doesn't counterspell it or put it away, but almost controls the energy and just puts it out like a candle in the ground.
Rufus, I think you probably needed to sleep some more.
That's not good. That's not good. I don't think I can see very well.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No. I can't.
Oh, did we forget your advantage, Anthony? Is that what we forgot?
No, I had it. I rolled
Okay.
the first advantage.
All right, good. Up next is this creature in front of you, Anthony. It's going to sort of put up its arm, and you see this almost like raised protrusion that is coming out of its arm, and it fires this little, it looks like a dart almost, like this dart with a little bit of like, almost looks like a newt's tail or like an axolotl tail with these like almost like feathers on it, but that are somehow physical or natural. Does a 18 hit?
Just.
That will be 2 points of damage. Will you make a strength save?
Yes. 14.
14.
No, 17. 17.
17. You feel as this thing sort of pokes into you, it doesn't hurt very bad, but then there's almost like this concussive blast, which you can feel is trying to knock you backwards. You dig your feet into the ground, and you are able to be unmoved. But then it spins around Tuyen and does the same thing to you. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
You take 5 points of damage. Will you make a strength save?
Strength say 4.
Yeah, you feel this thing stick into you and almost sort of knocks you sort of the wind out of you for a second, and then you feel this like as this explosion sort of happens. It knocks you 5, 10, 15 back, and you are knocked prone back there.
Dang.
And that is, and then that's going to be the creature's. Actually, it's going to then go 5, 10, 15, and swing around on you, almost sort of trying to corral you in sort of a fighting stance. Tisryn. Up next is Zachary Green. Zachary Green is going to use his dance ability to. He's gonna try and make this acrobatics check. Let's see, acrobatics. He passes. You can see as you spin around. Actually, as this creature spins around, out of its eyes, you can see it sort of catches as Zachary is doing this like incredible robot, like a very powerful, very articulated robot moving back and forth. And you can see that this creature just for a moment is distracted and will have disadvantage on its next roll. Tisryn, it is now your turn.
I'm going to bash him in the head again.
All right.
Yes.
Roll your attack.
16?
16 misses. As you swing, it ducks down.
Yes. Okay. Another key point to do flurry blows.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead.
Come on. No! Natural 1!
Natural 1. The frustration is starting to build up after having such a good day yesterday. You punch, and you can see this creature is actually starting to read you a little bit and completely anticipates it and very effortlessly moves her fist out of the way.
I'm going to try to kick him in the face.
All right.
Natural 20!
There you go.
Yeah.
You see a weakness as this creature moves. You spin around and your foot claps him in the side of the head as it you can see this sort of spittle explode out of his mouth. Go ahead and give me damage.
10 points of slashing damage with my talons on my foot as I kick him across the face, and then I want him to I want to push him. No, I want him. It's dexterity saving throw again.
All right. Natural 1, so he fails. So he goes prone. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn? No.
Very.
Rufus. Wait, sorry.
See, how's he looking?
He's looking bad. He's looking hurt. He's got some pretty serious wounds, but he seems still in the fight. Sorry, Tuyen, it is your turn.
It's half of my movement to stand up, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, I'd like to use half my movement to stand up, and
All right.
then the rest of my movement, if I can, to charge towards the one that's on the left.
You have 15 feet of movement?
Yes. And then can I also
5,
use
10,
my...
15. You're actually 5 feet away from this other creature, so you're not quite at him yet.
Okay, I'll throw a dagger then.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
Come on, please, please, please. Does a 17
A
hit?
17 hits, roll damage.
And then can I also use my bonus action to do sneak attack?
You cannot. You
can't.
don't have advantage. You don't have steady aim set, so you'll just do the dagger damage.
Okay, 5 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, you can see that the creature is sort of more focused on this battle in front of them and doesn't sort of realize that you can throw this dagger, and sort of puts their hand up and you sort of catch it in the forearm as it tries to block at the last second. Up next is Jeeps, who's going to 5, 10, run up to this creature and try and slam down on it with advantage with his cane. That's going to miss, and that's going to miss. He swings down, but the creature sort of pulls itself out of the way as the metal cane clacks on the ground. And up next is
Jeeps, you are not yourself.
is this creature here. Yes, that is what he is going to do. The creature can see with me. Silence.
I do not like this. They said they were going to destroy us.
Um.
Not okay.
Let's see. Actually, let's have Tisryn, will you make a Constitution saving throw?
Yes. 15.
15 succeeds again. You guys are rolling well on these con saves. Again, you can feel this sort of blackness sort of begin to cloud your vision, but you're able to focus up, channel your energy into what you've been trained to do, and you stay in it. This creature is then going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and come down this way. Rufus, it is now your turn.
The one that just moved. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to another orb.
All right, go for it.
Please be nice to me. Nat 20.
Yeah!
Wow. Wow. Okay.
All right, so that is crit. So that's 68.
You tell me.
Yeah, that'll be 68. Unless I do it at a second level, and then it's 8d8. And I want to do that.
Sure, whatever.
I'm gonna roll on here.
I know, I'm too nice, Anthony. I'm too nice.
So that's gonna be help me add.
That's 4. You rolled 4 so far.
Yeah,
That's 4d8. You need to roll
Okay.
4 more.
I do need to roll 4 more.
Yeah, so it's 40 total.
Wow.
40 total. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
You freaking what kind of damage is it?
Fire.
Fire. Yeah, this fireball erupts and you can see this creature is sort of running, and it turns to you. These 4 eyes sort of blink once at you, and it tries to put its arms up to block, and you can see that it isn't quite prepared. It's sort of frustrated that its own spells aren't catching, and it sort of blasts its hands out of the way as this huge fireball just sort of smashes into its face. You can see that its like side of its head is sort of sizzling, and it's almost like it's sort of crackled away, this sort of exoskeleton, revealing just this like black sort of like musculature underneath. Wow. Okay, it looks pretty hurt by that.
He's
Is
not
that
dead?
thing?
It's not dead. Sorry, did I not make that clear? It's still alive.
So no skin.
It looks very hurt. It looks, you really hurt it. You really hurt it a lot.
Oh my
But you know,
God.
as you see this and you see that it's not dead, you can see that like there is this moment where you sort of see it and the dust settles and like the smoke goes, and you can see, instead of like crying out in pain or instead of like, you know, panicking, it just looks determined and focused, even still with this sort of like sizzling going on in his face. And it's still, it only has these 2 eyes on the side now. The other 2 have been burnt off. It is still just sort of surveying the scene, trying to find a way to overpower you guys, even at this point. Anything else? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Can I make an insight check, or is that?
What are you trying to divine? Certainly.
I just want to know if it's like living and breathing, or if it was like
You
been
can
killed.
see that it looks living and breathing. Like what is underneath looks organic. It just looks strange.
Okay. And then I'm going to wheeze a little bit and get my breath back.
All right.
I think it's that thing of like when it's a baby snake, they either give all the poison at once or like very little of it. I
Uh-huh.
feel like he's so depleted that it was like nothing or just everything.
Amazing. Up next, this creature's going to use half of its movement to stand up. And it's going to see that this new combatant has charged it, who looks pretty hurt. And it is going to pull these 2 circles of energy out of its hands and fire them both into Jeeps's chest.
At disadvantage.
You would think this close that it would have disadvantage.
No, disadvantage because of
Zachary
Zachary.
Green?
The first one will be at disadvantage. Thank you.
Nice.
Because it's just one roll. Thank you. Yeah. So one you can see he like wants to do the robot with his hand, but he can't. And he's gonna fire both of these into Jeeps. Okay. One is a disadvantage. So that one will hit, and that one will also hit. Okay. And the second one will also hit. So
Oh, God.
so both of these things, even with the disadvantage, blast into Jeeps. And again, there's this like huge plume of sort of like dark blue green energy and a plume of smoke as he takes 9, 11,
Jeeps.
and 5, 7. Yeah, the first shot you can see staggers him, and then the second shot, Jeeps immediately is blasted down and is unconscious. He will make death saves though. Jeeps will make death saves.
You will not defeat Jeeps and live to tell the tale.
And the thing just looks at you dispassionately. Up next is Zachary Green. Zachary Green is going to see this happen in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, I'll come here. And he is going to use his trick as he tries to sort of do a move and then kick and strike this creature. Sort of. And he looks at you, Tisryn, and says, "I told you we were family!" And then tries to kick this guy. And we'll hit with an 18. And that will do 4 points of damage. And it kind of kicks this creature in the back, but the creature seems more focused on you, Tisryn. And it is now your turn.
So I'm flanking, right?
You are indeed.
Yes. Okay. 17?
17 will hit.
Okay. Yes. 9 points of bludgeoning damage with my quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
And then my last key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, 17 again.
17 hits again.
Okay. And that is 8 points of slashing damage as I rip across his face with my one, and then I'm going to do another round.
Do you want him to make a save on that?
Oh, sorry. And I want save to fall
He
prone.
passes the. Wait, what's your save again? Anthony, what's your save?
13.
13. He passes. Yeah, sorry.
And then the next one is a 26 to hit,
That hits.
and 8 points of slashing damage as the other is a kick.
Yeah, but you slash, then kick, looking very, very hurt. You can see that there's like these punctures from your claws that are sort of dripping out this like green-black blood. And you can see he sort of staggers for a second, but pushes himself back up to standing and faces you.
But the second one, I want him to try again.
Oh, thank you.
I want to knock him over again.
He passes on that as well.
Okay.
Up next is Tuyen.
Is he looking very bad?
He's looking pretty bad.
I would like to use my movement to run around to try to get to Jeeps, and then if I can't reach it, also use my bonus action to
You can get there.
dash.
You are there.
Okay. I'd like to pull out the Elmar's prayer beads, Elmar's necklace of prayer beads, which I charged last night before heading to bed, and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level for Jeeps.
Okay. All right. So roll me 2d8 plus 2, I believe.
6.
6 points of healing. Jeeves.
No, plus 1 or plus 2? It says
plus 1 maybe. Sorry.
Yeah, it says +1.
Sorry, I was just pulling that. All right. So that's fine then. You see, you charge this energy into Jeeps. He opens his eyes and takes a breath and is laying there with 6 points of healing. That is your action. You have your bonus action.
Bonus action. I would like to use. I can use a cantrip as a bonus action, correct?
Depends if the cantrip is a bonus action. It's like Shape Water a bonus action.
I was thinking of Vicious Mockery. I'm not sure if that is. Does that count?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Aren't the beads? Jenny's saying that the beads are a bonus action. Maybe the beads are a bonus action. I think actually that's right.
I think the beads are bonus action.
Yeah.
Beads are
sorry.
bonus action?
You have
Okay,
your
so I still
action.
have an action? Okay.
Yes. You have probably another 5 or 10. Wait, let's see. You have another 5 feet of movement. You can't get next to this creature, but you can throw something at it if you want to.
I want to try using Hideous Laughter.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it. Do they have to make a save?
Yes. Wisdom 11.
All right. So let's see. Wisdom save. That is a 19. So unfortunately, they pass.
Damn it.
They don't have good wisdom. They just happen to roll well. So you try to tell a joke, but unfortunately, before you can do it, you're sort of just struck by this creature sort of staring at you blankly, and you sort of lose the punchline, and it drops for a second. Up next is Jeeps. Jeeps is going to spend half of his movement to stand up and then use his action to actually disengage and move 5, 10, 15 back to Rufus, realizing that he can't really go down again as he's sort of doing less good than help. Let's see. What does this creature want to do?
Jeeps is not dying. Not on our watch.
This creature over here is going to, let's see what's the range on this. Yeah. It's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and just sort of stare you down, Rufus. And you see it pulls its own sort of warbling ball of energy. It's not quite like yours. Yours, you sort of choose an element and fire it. This one seems to almost like shoot from side to side and be uncontrolled as it fires off at you. Let's see. Does a... Yeah, that's going to hit. A 17 will hit, yeah? All right, so let's see.
Rufus!
8, 12.
Maybe this is our time. Maybe this
13.
is just our time. Oh my god.
You are hit with 13 points of force damage as this sort of ball just slams into your side. You can sort of feel the wind get knocked out of you for a moment. As this thing sort of stares at you. Up next, it is now your turn, Rufus. Both of these creatures are looking hurt, but still going strong.
I'm gonna do the chromatic orb back at him. Back in the back.
All right, roll an attack.
Also, okay.
No, go ahead.
No.
What?
I was gonna ask if we were on a I guess I see the map, but there's no like edges of. Are we like high up and there's edges?
No, you're sort of just on an even plane.
Quad, right?
Yeah,
Or
you're
near
just
the
like in a
quad,
quad, basically.
Never mind. Never mind. Okay. That's gonna be a. Where'd you go? 23.
23 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. And I'm gonna do that again at second level, so that's 4d8. $12 points of
12
damage.
points of damage. Yeah. Again, it hit, what kind?
Does it matter? I'll do cold.
Okay. Yeah. You hit this thing with cold damage. You can see a bit sort of freezes and almost like cracks off. Just sort of buckles for a second. Still going strong. Up next is
strong?
It looks very hurt, but it looks like it's not wavering yet. You next up is this creature here. It is going to. It looks like it sort of turns to you as it sort of understands the battlefield a little bit more, and you. It's just going to try and attack you first with this sort of ball of energy. That's a natural 20. That's going to hit.
Oh my god.
So that is 12 points of force damage as this sort of ball of energy cracks into your stomach. And then it is going to fire another one of these little darts at you. That's going to hit with a 23 for 3 points of piercing damage, and then make a strength saving throw.
Ow! 13.
13. You fail. You can feel this thing stick in you as you are blown backwards as it sort of concusses. You are about 5, 10, 15, and you are knocked prone. And this creature is actually going to charge you 5, 10, 15, and come directly up to you. Zachary gets an attack of opportunity, which he misses, unfortunately. Up next is Zachary, who's going to try and cheer you, Tisryn. Which he succeeds on, and he says, "Come on, Tisryn, please, you can do it!" No rhyme, just sort of actually panicking a little bit, but you have advantage on your next attack. Tisryn, it is now your turn.
I've never done this before. I'm very hurt. This guy looks like still got,
He looks like he looks bloodied. He looks hurt. He looks like there's a ton of damage on him, but he also just looks extremely tough, and that there is a bit more. It doesn't look like you're about to kill him, but it looks like you. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Those sounds beetle. It's like flicking. Just
Go ahead,
like a
Anthony.
little.
No, I realize I've never used the Rod of Retribution, but I have to actually be holding it, correct?
I think, as far as I'm concerned, switching items, especially for you, is a free action. So you can use the Rod of Retribution whenever you see fit. I'm not really one to have you equip something. As far as I'm concerned, equipping and unequipping is a free action. That's how I like
if
to
I
play
can
it.
retroactively just do that as my
Yeah.
reaction to the last.
Absolutely.
Thing.
Yeah. So what? You remind me what that does?
It's a 13 dexterity saving throw.
All right. He will make a dexterity save, which he passes, unfortunately.
But he takes
Half damage.
half of 2d10 lightning.
All right.
So he will take 4 points of lightning damage.
Yeah. Great. So like as you're flying backwards, you're able to sort of flick this rod out and shoot a little bit of lightning. He blocks it off, but you can see it singes a bit of his forearm. Now it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Sure.
And I'm going to fly up to the roof.
All right. I'm going to put you up here as you are flying, and you are kind of up on the roof nearby, but probably about 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I don't think I can do anything else, right? A bonus action? I have a bonus action, but I don't think I have any bonus things I can do. And I'm going to be like taking deep breaths and trying to figure out what to do.
Tuyen, it is your turn.
I'd like to run up behind this guy and stab him in the back.
All right. Go ahead and give me attack. You can't use your sneak attack but if you wanted to, you could use the Elmar's bead spell if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I would like to use that as a bonus action to do branding smite.
Sure. All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
23 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll all that damage.
Okay, so got the damage from the short sword, and then it is 2d6 of radiant damage from branding smite. So we roll those. 2d6. 11 total points of damage.
11 total points of damage. Yeah. With that slash, it's almost like you split open this creature's back and like this bright shining light. Now he is looking extremely, extremely bad. And Jeep's actually now Jeep's turn. He sees this vulnerability and he's going to try and throw a star at this guy, a blade at this guy. And that will hit for 4 points of damage. So it sticks into this open wound. The creature is like staggered. You can almost see like this like spine exposed underneath. And he's barely keeping itself standing.
Can I say, who sent you, as I pull my sword back out of his back?
Yeah.
The arcane.
This thing.
Oh right, no, wait, I meant like who is the arcade? Okay.
The creature turns around, and actually looks past you, Tuyen, at its companion, and you can see that it holds an action. That is what it will do on its turn. Rufus, it is now your turn.
Who is the arcade?
I need him to go down. I think I need. God, I don't have a lot of offensive spells.
Which one held an action? The one at the bottom?
The one who just
held
got
an
hit?
action. Yeah. What you guys saw, just for clarity, is that it looked past Tuyen, past Zachary Green, at this other creature. It seemed like they made some sort of nonverbal communication, whether that's body language or telepathy, you don't know. And then it almost seemed to take some sort of stance, which I would just tell you all is like it is holding an action. What action it's holding? It's not conjuring a spell. But
I thought it was the other one's turn first, the bottom one.
Oh, you know what, Anthony? You are so right. Shit. My bad, everybody. Well, in that case, what it's going to do is it is going to cast a spell on this creature, and you can see that this energy sort of goes out. Everybody can make an Arcana check to see what this spell is.
15.
Oh my God.
15.
Bad.
19. Actually, yeah. Tuyen, you would know and sort of be able to quickly communicate to everyone that he just cast the fly spell on this other creature.
He's gonna fly.
Rufus, it is your turn.
Is that one already like in the process of moving upwards?
Not quite. It is this creature's turn next. I did reverse them. So it's this creature's turn next. And you would assume that it is going to fly next time.
And is fly a concentration spell? Sorry.
Fly is concentration. You can also see that this creature is also looking very fucked up. So
Okay.
kind of up to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna fire another orb at the one who has got the spell cast on them.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack.
22.
22 hits. Roll damage.
Okay, I'm gonna do first.
I'll tell you this creature has 13 hit points left. 13 hit points left.
Maybe I'll do a second level just in case.
Rufus.
I do it just to hurt you, Anthony.
9.
9 points of damage.
Somehow 9.
Still up. It's just sort of, but it has to make a concentration check. It has to beat above a.
No.
No, I fired at the.
You hit the one who had
who
the
was
fly
flying.
cast on him.
You hit this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How do you want to kill this creature? My
Oh,
bad.
thank God.
My bad. That only had 2 points left.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I'm again gonna go. I'm actually gonna go for like lightning.
Sure.
And I think it's not even like an exciting thing. I think that he's so like I look bad, like I don't look good, and I look very tired. And I every time I've done something, sort of made like the noise that a tennis player makes. So it's just been like and just lightning comes out, and I'm just gonna put my hands on my knees and like take a second to breathe.
Tisryn, you sort of are looking down, trying to catch her breath. You are seeing what's happening. This spell is cast. You hear Tuyen yell fly, and you're seeing this creature like look up to you, and it's sort of making this push to like come up at you. And right as you feel like it's about to leave the ground, this ball of lightning just smashes it in the side of the face, and it sort of scatters and falls unmoving on the ground.
Thank you, Rufus.
That creature's dead. And up next is Zachary Green.
What was that? What was that, Blue?
That was good.
15, 20, 25, 30.
That was good.
And Zachary Green is going to cheer you, Tuyen, and say, Tuyen, you're the best. You are better than the rest. And
Aww.
we'll give you advantage on your next roll.
Okay, cool.
And Tisryn, it is now your turn.
Okay. I want to. I don't know how far I can go. I can go 6. I can fly. Where is it? It doesn't. Where does it say? How far I can fly? What does it say?
The spell?
It's under walking. If you just click on walking, you should be able to fly 60 feet.
Oh yeah, 60 feet.
You can either get right above, right.
I just want to be. I want to fly above, like within 20 feet,
All right, yeah.
if
so
it's possible.
you could probably go there, and you're still 60 feet in the air.
I want to throw a dart at him.
Hell yeah! Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
Oh no, 10.
No, you haven't really done much fighting in the air, and it's uncomfortable to sort of throw with
don't
your
like it.
wings. Go ahead and make your next attack.
No, that's it. That's all I can do.
That's it. All right, Tuyen, it is now your turn. This other creature is sort of over here, and it's sort of turned to face you up.
How far can I run?
You could get 30 feet, so you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go up there and then could I do a cantrip with a bonus action? Is that
Sure.
doable?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to do Vicious Mockery and then use Elmar's Necklace of Prayer Beads to add on Branding Smite.
All right, so you only have one branding smite to use because there's only one charge of branding smite. There's one laceration and there's 2 cure wounds. And branding smite is only for weapon attacks.
Right. Okay, just kidding. I would like to cast Hideous Laughter.
All right.
That's a wisdom 11.
Save. That will save with a 17, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
They don't have any wisdom, but they have beat all of the wisdom.
God
Ridiculous.
damn
Annoying.
it. God damn it.
Up next is Jeeps. Jeeps.
Oh, wait. I
Yeah.
forgot. I have advantage. Does that?
That would
No,
just
that's
not just on the saving throw, yeah. Jeeps
mind.
is going to come 5, 10, 15, and Rufus, Jeeps is going to give you the help action. Use as you see fit. But it is now this creature's turn. Interesting.
What does the help action do?
And this...
Don't I get a either advantage or what is it?
Advantage.
Yeah.
Advantage? Yeah.
This creature, you see it put up its hand and sort of twist its hand, and suddenly there, 15-foot radius, yeah, there is this giant sphere of darkness.
Oh no.
Immediately, Tuyen and Tisryn, you can't see anything. It's clearly magical darkness. You can't see through it. And that is the and you can't see them either. And that is going to be the creature's turn. Rufus, it is now your turn.
Well, I can't see through that either, can I?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. I'm thinking. Could I... I can't see within range. Fuck. Okay. Well, this is bad. Can I hold my action?
What action are you holding?
I would like to... I want to attack him with an orb when I... Can I do it if... It's a 4-inch... No, I still won't be able to see him. I think I need to hold it. Yeah, I need to hold that. I don't know how long this lasts.
You basically, when you hold a spell, you cast the spell, and if it triggers or at the end of the turn you don't use it, then the spell is spent.
Okay, then no. I'm... Oh my god, I really don't know what to do. Can I yell, or I guess I'm gonna message the other two. These two. No, you're not in it. It's just Tuyen.
Tuyen and...
Is it tall?
I think so. It's a
Sphere?
sphere, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you would be in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Can I message
2 people at a time?
No, you can only message one.
Okay, I'm gonna message Tisryn and just say, "Fly up." And
Okay.
and then I'm gonna... I can't do that because I'm out of the spell slots. Wow. Okay, yeah, I can't do anything else. That sucks.
Up next is Zachary, who's going to cheer you, Tisryn, and he's actually going to fail. He's just sort of starts to clap, but loses, is afraid and unsure. Tisryn, it is now your turn.
So, if I tried to throw, I'm approximating it would throw disadvantage, right? Because it's dark.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know if I want to do this. Tuyen, I need healing. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay. Tuyen, you actually can't hear Tisryn. You are completely deafened while in this silence. Or sorry, no,
Oh,
I'm wrong. I'm at
no.
darkness. I was wrong.
It's just
I
blinded,
said
right?
I said it out loud, and then I was like, "That's wrong." All right.
Okay, so I can hear.
You can't
and
hear,
I'll,
yeah, you heard
I'll
that.
shout back. I have to touch you using the prayer beads. So
15.
15. Yeah, you just hear this dart just clink onto the cobblestone.
And then I'm going to fly straight up.
Yeah, you go. How far up?
40 feet.
40 feet. All right, so you're about 60 feet in the air now. Tuyen, it
No,
is
no,
your...
no, I'm sorry. I want to fly away.
Okay.
I want to fly away.
Which
I just meant to the point where
I
you
want to
can
fly full
see.
60 feet. I want to fly 60 feet away back toward where I came from.
All right, yeah. You do so, and you sort of just go right in the opposite direction and are here. Tuyen, it is your turn. Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. 22.
22.
Oh wait, that's a nat 20.
A nat
Yeah.
20.
Oh my god. Please.
You, not directly behind you, but a little bit behind you, you hear just like the slightest like twisting of grass, or just like the smallest little scratch on the cobblestones. You're not quite 100% sure where it came from, but you hear it behind you in this area somewhere.
Okay. Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to use my bonus action to use Elmar's Necklace of Prayer Beads to cast Lesser Restoration on myself so that I can end... Let me know if this doesn't work, though. Because I can end one condition afflicting myself.
The
which
blindness
includes
that is
blind.
inflicting you is from this magically enhanced darkness, not like a condition that's on top of you. So unfortunately that wouldn't work, but that wouldn't be your turn.
Damn
You
it.
have to use that as your turn. Good
Well,
idea. I
I
like
tried.
that as an idea.
I attempted. In that case, I will turn around and swing with my... Do I swing with disadvantage?
Yeah.
If I cast a spell, would it be at disadvantage? Because I
It
don't.
depends
it's a
on the
range.
spell, which is a range spell attack.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
you
of
could do that at
doing,
disadvantage.
Wait, so it would be disadvantage?
Well, if it's an attack spell, but like...
Because with hideous laughter, it just
You have to
Hideous laughter,
see.
you'd have to be
within
able to
the-
see it.
Does the nat 20 perception help?
Yeah, you know that
creature
it's
of your choice
something might be behind you.
that you can see within range. Okay.
Yeah.
What about Vicious Mockery? Because for that, I don't need to see them. They just have to be able to hear it.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah,
What is
okay,
that?
I'll do.
That's so
I unleash a string of insults.
Right. And that's a wisdom saving throw or charisma saving throw?
Wisdom 11.
All right. It is going to make a wisdom save.
Cussing
so
this
funny.
guy out. I'm like,
Rolled-
how dare you hurt my friends, you stupid beep, 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 beep.
It rolled a natural 20, unfortunately, and again passes a wisdom
God.
save. Sorry.
my
You
God.
realize it's,
yeah.
it's like less than 50% chance to pass, and it's passed every single
Every
one.
time. Every
Can I
time.
use my
Insane.
bonus action to dash out of the darkness?
Yeah, you could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
And you are out of this darkness. It is Jeeps' turn next. Jeeps will again give you the help action, Rufus.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
now it is this creature's turn. This creature comes charging out of this darkness and comes in front of you and again holds up its hand and sort of pulls this purple snaking beam of energy, almost like a long whip, and tries to fling it down at you, sort of trying to surprise you
Who?
at Rufus.
I should have held my action.
So you have to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Intelligence. Okay. No, different die. Oh my god. 12.
Just fails. So you feel this sort of this lightning psychic power sort of wrap around your throat for a second, and as it sort of throbs on you, you take 9 points of damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
You can't take a reaction on your next turn, and you can only move, take an action, or a bonus action on your next turn. So you can pick one, which is not a huge deal for you.
Okay.
And it is now your turn as this creature looks like you can see it's like pouring out this black green blood and sort of standing sort of hobbled, but is just sort of locked on you.
All right. Orb, baby.
All right.
Orb and
Rufus.
I'm looking
Rufus.
really bad.
Oh.
So am I.
Okay. So that's
Oh,
a nope. I keep pressing on the wrong one. That's a 23 to hit.
23 rolls damage.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll on D&D Beyond because my dice are not being nice to me. Okay, where is the thingy?
It says.
4, 7, and 7.
Yeah, it says.
I can't see. Where?
The total 18.
Oh, okay.
18 points
18.
of damage. How do you want to
Does
kill
that-
this creature?
Oh, thank God. I think I just like fall down on 2 knees and just like put my hands out and just like scream like all of the noise that I can make. Just fire, just pure fire. And then I probably throw up a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost like this beam of fire. It's not really how the spell works, but in this case, like this beam of fire, like smashing on this creature as it sort of takes it and sort of like twitches for a second, almost like charred and smoke is coming off of it. It just sort of falls over backwards, unmoving. And as these bodies sort of lie still, smoking and unmoving, that's where we're going to take our intermission. We'll be back in a few minutes, everybody. All right. Hello, everybody.
Very stressful.
I fly down and I fly over to my friends and I say, I felt I did not want to flee, but I needed to gather myself because if I did not flee, I probably would die.
We would rather
very
have you
understandable.
run and still be alive than to die. So
Yes.
please, put
But
yourself first.
I do not like to fly from the air because being in the air is for traveling and seeing beautiful things. It's not for fighting. Fighting is on the ground with hands.
Very much
feet.
understand. You don't look very good. None of us do.
No,
I would have
I'm very
done
hurt.
the same thing.
Very hurt. Why were they trying to end us? Why destroy?
Who are these who is the arcane and why were they trying to kill you? I'm so confused.
Can I try to think if I know anything about this?
Yeah, why doesn't everybody roll me a history, arcana?
All the
Probably
same.
a history.
All
Yeah,
the same.
History or arcana.
All the same. 18.
18.
13.
Nat
13,
one.
that one. I mean, you know the word arcane. Arcane is sort of just a general catch-all term for magic. But these things said the arcane, like it was a title, and that rings nothing for you.
And what about what they are? I want to go over and look at the body.
Yeah, you can roll like investigation checks to check them out, or you can roll like nature or history checks for them.
All the same.
Yeah.
17.
Should we
17 investigation.
17 investigation.
Can I roll a history for the other one and not look at the same
Yeah, yeah.
should we try to bring the bodies to the professor who
Yes.
whose
Yeah.
name I forgot.
Me too. Dirty
River the
20.
Understanding? Is it River the Understanding? No.
No, it was God, I forget her name. Flare.
Cress, I believe is who you're talking about, right?
Press.
Cress.
So for investigation, Anthony, you go over to the one that was sort of doing the most battle, like one-on-one with you. You find that it doesn't have any like items on it. It doesn't have any pockets. It's not really wearing clothing or armor. It is just sort of this armored, naturally armored being. This sort of blade on its forearm is attached to its body, and you can see the thing that sort of shot out of its body, that little dart. You see like there is like a little opening almost in its physical being that allows it to maybe protrude something like this, but you don't find anything at all.
So mysterious.
And what was the other roll? Sorry.
It was a dirty 20 history check.
For history, you're sort of trying to rack your brain, trying to figure out what this might be. They clearly are like intelligent creatures, but kind of nothing rings the bell for this sort of strange, they have this like large, almost like it looks like a red gem in their head, which is very distinctive. But it seems like dim and like it looks like a part of their body, and you can't really tell if it's like naturally formed and just sort of part of their species or something else.
Can I take it out? Or try
Yeah,
to take it
give me a survival check as you try to carve this gem out.
Survival.
out? Oh gosh.
Like carving up a body, survival.
No.
Nature?
10.
A 10. Yeah, you're able to it's really gory, and you're sort of like halfway through, and you're like clearly like digging into this creature's head, and you like sort of are pushing it back, and you can hear this exoskeleton sort of cracking, and you can feel your sort of dagger like go into its brain. But you are able to sort of like
God.
basically like scoop out a hole in this creature's head, and you sort of have this. You're not sure if it's a gem. It looks sort of crystalline. And you have it, but it is also like still attached to the back of this creature's like physical being, and it now has like a big hole in the top of its head.
It's so gross.
I
Pretty
didn't
gnarly.
mean to do that. No, I'm so sorry. I didn't think it was going to be that intense. Can I put it in a little baggie or a jar?
You turn to Jeeps, who pulls out his bag that he has and sort of empties out like a sandwich on the ground and holds like his little lunch bag to you.
Oh, you didn't have to empty out this. You didn't have to put the sandwich on the floor.
It's already on the ground, sir.
Oh. Shit. All right. Well, I'm gonna put the gem in the baggie, and then can I sort of like press digitate the sandwich to clean it up a little bit, and then give it back to Jeeps?
Yeah, he sort of takes it and just sort of holds it. You can see he was in this battle too and is sort of in the same state you all are. Is a little bit confused and a little bit exhausted as well, and just sort of rehandles what looks like a bologna sandwich.
Oh, I also want to walk over to Zachary and give him a hug.
Yeah, you walk over to Zachary, and Zachary sort of gives you another strong hug and says, "What the hell was that?"
I do not know. They wanted to destroy me.
I know. I heard.
You helped so much.
He kind of pulls you in closer and says, "Remember, we're Cheer Squad."
Yes. And when you say we are family, it is hard for me because my family is not my family in the same way that your family. You are more family than my real family.
He kind of looks back and just sort of nods understandingly, and sort of squeezes your shoulder reassuringly, even though you can see like he is sort of still out of it and confused, but he understands what you're saying and just acknowledges it warmly.
Thank you.
Maybe we should take a short rest since we're pretty badly hurt. I mean, I feel like I just want to apologize because I feel like all the things I was trying to do in battle just weren't working, and I feel like I could have contributed more, but Rufus, you knocked them out yourself mostly. Like, that was incredible. You're so strong and so capable. And you deserve to give yourself so much credit because I feel like you're hard on yourself sometimes, and you're much more powerful than you think you are. So, yeah, thanks, Rufus.
There's no need to give me any credit. It's easier for me to stay away from close combat with people, and I don't think any of us were very prepared for this to happen. None of us know who these people are, and none of us knew that this was how our morning was going to begin, and everything is fine and good. My sinuses are very closed, and I cannot see or hear. See? No. And I think he has a fever again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see the Victorian nightgown is sort of billowing in the wind as it's covered in gorp and glop from whatever you got out of this creature's head.
But I think that we should take this to Cress and see what she says. Cress?
Is it Cress? That's
Cress,
what to take
the
it to?
teacher. Mm-hmm.
Cress, maybe. And
do you guys are we confused?
We need to. Oh, what if they come up? Should we meditate a little bit?
Okay, let's just take a second here. We can all sit down and just take a second to breathe. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And Zachary, will you sort of let us know if anybody comes by?
Okay, Zachary, Zachary, are you harmed?
No, I'm fine. I can keep an eye out for an hour if you guys need to take a rest.
Yes.
Great, that would be very nice. Zachary, thank you.
Yeah, you guys can take a short rest. You see at one point, Zachary sees somebody to the right, and he goes, and you can hear him yelling at somebody to get the hell out of here. He's going to kick their butt to keep them away. But he's able to sort of keep people from entering this quad area. And since it was so early when this happened, none of the students seem up. And even though there was a lot of loud noises, maybe people poked out of their windows, but it doesn't seem like anybody came down this morning.
Okay.
I feel a little better.
I'm feeling like almost back to my normal self, but yeah, I feel like y'all took most of the heavy blows.
Oh, I was very hurt. Not too good.
Yes. I think that we should just take it easy today and maybe try and get some information about what we saw.
Yes. Why was someone trying to destroy me?
And they said you specifically, right?
Asked for the Aarakocra. but I am an Aarakocra, but I do not know.
Okay, well then it seems like someone was targeting you. Do you know of anybody who would target you specifically?
I do not know.
That's all right.
It's very concerning.
Yes.
Right,
Great.
should we head to Cress first, or is there anywhere we should stop beforehand? Do you think anybody else would know?
No, let
Who
us go
these
to.
people are?
Let us take these carcasses.
You want to take the bodies, the whole
Yes.
bodies?
Mhm.
Okay. Are you able to carry one of them?
Can I look around for like a wheelbarrow or like like a cart of some kind?
Roll an investigation check with
Very
advantage.
Monty Python.
Very much Monty Python. 17.
Yeah, you find a cart.
Okay. All right, boys. Let's pile up the dead.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Can I like
Bring
throw
out
something
your
over
dead.
them?
Yeah, you throw like you're able to grab a blanket, somebody's leftover blanket from the laundry room. You just toss over these folks.
Cool.
Zachary, what are you doing? What do you want to join us, or do you need to go?
Zachary says, yeah, I'll come with you.
Thank you.
Aw, I like this guy. Rufus has other opinions.
And you all head over to Keelan College, where Cress's office is. You sort of make your way. It's still really early in the morning. You knock on Cress's office door, and there is no response.
Cress, is anybody in there?
You hear nothing.
Are there windows?
There are no windows. It's just sort of like you've been in there before. It's like this open door, and then inside is like almost this examination chamber. But there's no windows, no way to look in. It's like just sort of like into this larger building.
Should we just wait here until Cress comes? Maybe.
We could maybe also, if Cress doesn't come by in an hour or two, we could ask PA for help, maybe?
I was going to say the same thing. Is there any like, are there students around, or is it just that
It's
she's
still
not here?
like it's still early. You know, if I would think that Tisryn's exercises start at like 5 in the morning. So it's probably 5:30, 5:45. So
No, we rested for an hour. But
oh yeah, so it's probably like 6. So yeah, you would think, all right, maybe if there's classes at 7 or 7:30, maybe they might start showing up soon, but maybe not. You don't really know their schedule at all.
If anyone sees this cart, what are we gonna tell them?
We've got some. It's a science project.
Sounds good.
Science project. It's under a blanket.
Yeah.
And it's under construction, and that's it. And we don't show anyone. And Zachary, you don't tell anyone.
No looksies.
Of course, I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't even know what to tell them. There's no way I would betray my family.
why is it betrayal to tell the truth about what happened, which was bug creatures that have lots of strength tried to destroy me and
Well,
us?
he asked me not to tell, and I'm not going to.
Okay, but why, Rufus? Why?
I'm just concerned about if anybody is involved in this that is within the school.
Why do you think that is the case?
Just because of what the PA said about, certain teachers. We've already had one bad experience with a teacher. I don't know if there's anybody. Obviously, maybe they knew where you were, so it's possible that somebody from this school could be someone who gave them information or be part of whatever the arcane is. And we don't know what that is, so better to stay safe and keep it between us right now.
Maybe PA knows what the arcane is.
Maybe, yeah.
Should we try and go find PA?
Should
Do
we
we
leave a
wanna-
note with this for Cress?
We could leave a note for Cress and then head over to PA's office.
Are we going to leave the bodies? But no.
No, just a note.
Leave a note for Cress?
Leave a note for Cress saying to get in touch with us when you see this. Get in touch with us from us. It's important.
Jeeps, would
Yes.
you do the honors?
He pulls out a giant quill pen and a note scroll and says, "Do you want me to put your names or just say us?"
Oh, our names. Sorry,
Our names.
He puts his name, sort of folds it up and sort of jams it in the sort of wedge between the door there.
Perfect. Right, shall we? Okay.
Are you bringing these bodies with you again to PA's? Yeah, you go directly over to PA. Zachary goes with you. Jeeps is there as well. You knock on the door, and again, there is no answer.
Knock harder.
You knock. Make a strength check to see how hard you knock.
15.
You really bang on this door, and there's no answer.
There's no answer.
Should we check like the faculty door?
Housing?
Housing? Yeah, I was like gonna say dorms. I was like, that's not right. Faculty housing. Let's see if maybe they're still getting ready.
That's a good
So
idea.
you guys want to go to faculty housing?
Yeah, on the way there, is there a way for me to cast Detect Thoughts on Zachary without him knowing?
You could roll. Well, in the spell, does it? If you probe deeper, they will know. Correct. So you can cast it. Roll a sleight of hand and cast it without him knowing. But if you probe deeper, he will know one way or another, just for how the spell is built.
I do want to probe deeper.
Okay, well then,
So can I
roll a sleight of hand check?
Okay. Where are you? 14.
Okay, and what does Zachary? So you are unsure if Zachary noticed or not. You get his surface thoughts, which are, it's nothing like a single line of thought. He's sort of bouncing between what he just saw. Clearly, this was not something he has ever seen before, and it's almost like his surface thoughts are like replaying the fight, replaying like what he did in it, and also sort of replaying Tisryn's role in it. Just sort of replaying those two things. It seems like he was focused on his role in the fight, where these things were around him, and feelings of like fear. That's his surface thoughts. He's still like, it's still a very intense moment for him, it seems like, even on his surface thoughts.
Okay. And I would like to try to probe deeper.
And what's the save on that?
The save on that is... Where'd you go? Wisdom save, 14.
He's another succeeding wisdom saving throw with a 21. He just sort of stops for a second and turns back to look at you, Rufus, and just turns away and doesn't really say anything about it. And just kind of keeps walking with you. And then sort of goes up to you, Tisryn, and just sort of puts his hand on your shoulder.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little freaked out. That was scary. I thought you were gonna die.
Me too. Yes, I've almost died before. It is very scary. But I'm very well trained, so I know how to handle myself in a situation, but I have a feeling you're not trained in the same way I'm trained.
Not at all. I mean, I can trick and I can dance. And
you did that very well.
Thank you. But I can't really fight. I think if one of those things would have hit me, I would have exploded.
Exploded?
Yeah.
Like literally?
I
Like
don't
a
know.
bomb?
No, like my guts would have been everywhere.
I will protect you as much as I can.
Will you take a positive relationship point with Zachary?
Yes.
Oh, does that mean that
Are you
almost
beloveds now?
beloved yet?
Where are you on that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
What
I
is
think it's
is
just
beloved
+2.
+3?
+3.
Okay.
Yeah, just +2 now.
All right, you're +2. You make your way to faculty housing. It is a remoter location in the south west of campus. It actually. Oh wait, this is what it is. I forgot all this stuff. You actually have to. You go to. Zachary says, "Okay, listen. You follow me," and he takes you sort of south of campus, southwest, and then he brings you to this almost like large tram. It's like a tram, and you sort of wait for a moment, and this big tram car just kind of...
Is it hilly?
It's not hilly. It's almost like a single back and forth tram. As opposed to hilly is going off of campus down below. This is just like a ferry from one part of campus to the next. And you can see that in this tram car coming towards you, there are two people in the tram cars who you don't recognize. They look like teachers. As the tram stops, the door opens and they get out. They're sort of wearing like a book bag and a tweed jacket, and they head kind of in the direction you all came from to campus. And you can step on this tram car. It slowly starts to take off and move southwest of campus. You can see it's like moving over these like ranging hills of like open fields, sort of trying to make it easier for you to traverse, or for teachers to traverse like quite a long walk onto the main campus. You can see as it lands, you can see that faculty housing, what this must be as faculty housing, is like this haphazard but very comfortable scattering of multi-story apartments there's some like twisting alleys. There's like a couple of small manicured parks. There's, it looks like very family friendly, that people might, almost like a small town. So you are now in faculty housing.
How do we find them?
I don't know. Can you do a perception check of what's the inside, what it looks like inside?
It's outdoor. It's like an outdoor.
Oh, it's
town.
outdoor.
Yeah.
Look around for someone to just flag down.
Yeah.
and ask directions.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage, or everyone can roll a persuasion check.
15.
15.
Not 20.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Okay.
21.
Let's go
Of
with
course,
this.
now I'm rolling. Of course.
go
It
with
all
this.
matters.
Nat 20. You actually see the teacher you recognize. You see Kirkaboom, sort of this black-haired Asimar with this kind of brooding demeanor, but who you know is like very kind and warm. And you see her walking past you, heading towards campus.
Kirkaboom. Hi.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh.
I had a.
Tuyen, what are you doing down here? Is everything all right?
We have a bit of a urgent question to ask, either Cress or PA, and we were wondering if you knew where either of them were right now.
I don't know where Cress lives, but I can take you to PA's house if you wish.
Please, I would appreciate that so much. And sorry to bother you so early in the morning.
It's all right.
And don't pay attention to this science project that we have with us.
Yeah, we need some assistance with our science project, and it's due first period, so we're just kind of panicking a little bit.
Of course, yes. Well, all right. And she, you've like left a good impression on her in her class, and she just is like amenable to you. And students do weird crap all the time, and she just kind of is actually game for it. She doesn't seem like she has an aggressive or confrontational personality. And leads you down like a curving street, and you can see she brings you to this little like townhouse. It's painted a light gray, and there's like a red door. It's like 3 stories, very like not ostentatious, but looks like very nice, with some manicured bushes out front. And she says, well, PA lives here. I hope he'll be helpful for your science project. Interesting. Science of art, perhaps? Well, I would love to learn more. I'm just so fascinated about the ways that art and theater and the other disciplines intersect.
I agree. Yeah, that's
us
actually,
too.
Yeah, that's what we're interested in studying here.
Fascinating. Well, I look forward to hearing more. Perhaps you could fill me in later.
I'm not going to fail again.
I'm sorry, I don't.
I'm not going to fail again. I'm going to knock on the door now.
All right. She looks at you a bit confused, Tuyen, and then just says,
Tisryn?
sorry, no, you Tuyen, because she does not understand what you meant. And just says, Tuyen, it was a pleasure seeing you. Hopefully I'll have you in another class of mine soon.
Oh.
And you're welcome, and sort of heads off. You walk up to PA's door and knock on it, and there is quite a long pause, and then the door opens, and PA is there. He looks at you all confused. Yes.
Can we come in, please? Very discreet.
Can we please come
quiet.
in?
We must be very quiet. We must not tell anybody.
Something very urgent and dangerous has happened to us just now, and we need assistance immediately. Can we please come in and debrief you on the situation?
Can we bring the science project in with us, please, too?
What?
The science project?
There's something that we want to show you in private in this cart here. If we can bring it in.
Yes. Fine. He opens the door. You can see kind of looks back and forth to see if anybody is noticing this. And you guys, can you make a strength check are you bringing the bodies in or bringing the cart in?
Cart.
Oh,
The cart.
Make a strength check with advantage to try and get the cart in.
17.
17. All right.
What's the weirdest?
Dirty 20.
My die bumped into my microphone.
You are able to bring a cart into this person's house. You can see this living room. It's like very sparse and sort of rustic. There is like this long wooden table with just like a few chairs around it. There's not much like on the walls. You can see maybe one picture hanging up. You're just kind of in this front room with this like long wooden table. And you can kind of take in this smell. It feels like it's like extremely lived in. It's like almost a strange, off-putting smell at first, but you can't, it's almost like somebody has lived there for so long. Like it has just accumulated this like very unique, almost like bitter smell. And he sort of looks at you all and says, What's going on? I'm sorry. I don't think I understand.
Strange creatures tried to kill me. They said they wanted to destroy me. Do you know about the Arcane? They said they were from the Arcane.
Tuyen pulls back the blanket to reveal the corpses.
Yeah, so he sees these things and says, What are these? What happened? I don't understand. Is this what's going on?
I was doing my calisthenics, and they said that they wanted to destroy me.
Yes.
They appeared out of nowhere.
They apparently showed up on the roof this morning.
No, in the quad.
Not on the roof?
No, the quad.
Did you think we were on the roof the whole time?
Listen. I've had a hard...
In your fever dream, we were on the roof. It all makes sense now.
Yes, in the quad, these two, we don't know what they are or who they are. They showed up and they said, what did they say to you, Tisryn? They said...
They were sent to destroy me.
They were sent to
Arcane.
destroy him.
And they were very strong.
Yes.
Beetle sounds.
Sorry, he's a me, baby.
No, I love him. I love him so much. ASMR.
We don't know where they came from. We don't know what the Arcane are. We don't know what they wanted with Tisryn, but they were unrelenting in trying to kill all of us. They were very strong, and they have this gem in their head, and Sorry. We don't know who. We didn't know who to go to. We didn't know who to ask. Do you know anything about the Arcane? Or do you know what these are?
He sort of looks at you all, thinks about what you're saying, and says, "I'm sorry. I have no idea."
Can I roll an insight? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No. Roll an insight check.
Oh no, 5.
Yeah, he kind of just look at him, and he's just sort of taking it in and is lost. It's what you make out.
Help, or can I?
You could. Why don't you all roll an insight check? Anthony, get on it.
14.
14.
Hang on. Why do I always lose? Oh, 18.
18. With an 18, you don't really pick up on anything, but it just feels like his enthusiasm for you guys has dissipated, or there's something that just feels not quite right about his response.
Are you all right, PA?
Well, you found me in my home, and you've brought me this. I'm sorry, I didn't. I wasn't expecting this. I'm just trying to compose myself.
No, that's fine. I just you looked a bit, I don't know, different. I just was wondering. We hadn't seen you in a while.
No, I'm quite all right, thank you. I really don't know what to say. I have no idea what the arcane are. I don't know what these things are. Did you bring them to Cress?
We want to talk to them. We want to talk to Chris too, but we want to talk to
Yes,
you.
we couldn't find Cress in Rufus.
Yes. I don't know how else to help. Something was targeting you. You said. Yes. And yeah.
We barely escaped with our lives.
Oh no, sorry. I'm just gonna please continue talking. Do you have a restroom, by any chance?
Yes. It's just back around the corner of the hallway, of course, to wash up. Yeah. As you do you want to head back to this bathroom?
Yeah. Is there any other? Once they can't see me, is there like an upstairs? Is there an office? Is there a bed? Like
There's an upstairs, but that would be in full view of PA. It's sort of like this waiting room immediately leads upstairs. Around the corner, you can see what looks to be maybe a kitchen to your right, a living room in front of you, and then the actual bathroom in the hallway to the left.
can I just take a peek in the living room?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Oh, that's going to be 22.
Yeah, you look around, it's sort of this like very lived in, worn, but expensive couch in the middle. There's a large fireplace to your left. And you can see all around, the walls are totally empty except for these two bookshelves, which are filled with books, just all different sizes and shapes. And in between the two books above the couch, there is a picture of PA, a younger PA, a little bit slimmer with a bit more hair on his head, and this woman who's wearing like this white satin dress with sort of long white blonde hair.
Okay. I'm gonna walk into the bathroom and just like flush the toilet or whatever.
Yeah, you do so, and you kind of come back, and PA says, I don't know how to help you. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I don't know.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Would you possibly be able to direct us to Cress? Do you know where Cress is right now?
Yes. She has she's like 5 doors to the left. You take a left, and then go around the corner, and her house will be the one in red.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take the cart and push out and go.
Yeah.
As we're heading out, can I just from my like jacket sleeve drop a hamburger just like right near the exit so he stays in the
roll
house?
a stealth check.
Oh god.
PA,
And
I'm
that's so good with stealth.
really excited to audition for the play.
Go ahead and do it with advantage as you're trying to distract him. I'll give it
Thank
to
you.
A for
Oh,
effort.
thank you. That was cocked. Okay, and 14.
14. Yeah, you drop Hamburger, and you're not quite sure if PA saw it or not. And you sort of exit the house with Hamburger still inside. The door closes behind you. Zachary is there with you, and this cart with these two bodies is in it. And I think that is where we will end this episode today.
Melancholy.
Thank you all for being with us for a very battle-heavy episode. It is very, very fun. Thank you so much to First Fantasy Books for helping us out and sponsoring us. Please check them out. We love them. We love you guys. Thank you all so much. We will be off next week for Mission Chicago, but then we'll be back the following week on Sunday. All right.
See y'all at Chicago.
Bye.
Chicago.